On section number 3 we have to make our frames, and I will use these wooden paper. It's a little bit different to this one. And which colors? days since I have worked on my new Alice album, and I need this time for some research and for some tryouts to do a special thing inside of these. What I have done so far, I glued on my doors and all of my flips and flaps, and the next one I will do is here on this inside, and I will do some pop-up. And I'm not very familiar with pop-ups, so I have to do some tryouts. I will do some pop-ups with these cutouts, like I said, and I come up with this thing. It takes a little time to cut these all out and to find the right or the perfect construction for this pop-up, and I think this is for me the right constructions. And now I have to rebuild this with black papers. The only thing I need is some backgrounds, and I found nothing very matching papers for the background, and then I had the idea. I have another papers. It is from Stamperia, the forest theme. And I will see if I can find a nice background for the side. Okay, I have my papers, and now I try to rebuild this tryout. I do on this tryout a hinge, and I don't know if I will do this when I will glue these pop up on my base. I have only something to open, and here maybe 2 places for a photo. But when I glue this on a hinge, I can open this and I can close this and have here enough space for more photos. I can do a magnetic closure. Open the magnetic closure, open this, close this, and here place for some pictures, and here also. This was what I have in mind, and I will do this with this hinge. I can cut them off if I don't want it, but first I will do exactly the same as here. And we need for this some black cardstock, and I used my A4 size papers. This is 9 1/4. I need 2. Nine and a quarter. I will cut this. can use for these little things. And how wide are these? 7/3 plus a 1/2 inch hinge, 8 1/4. Perfect. It's my A4 size. I have only to cut my A4 size in 9 1/4 by 8 1/4. I will do some hinges, a 1/2 inch and again a 1/2 inch. So I hold this one down and put some glue on my hinge. This is the pop-up base. And now we will go to this piece. I think this would also a full sheet. Six 3/8. No. What did I done here? Oh, of course. Yeah. This is, yeah, it is also an A4 size, and we fold this one in half. And we have to fold this in 2 ways. So this one will go easier. And here I have a 1/2 inch for the hinge. No, I think I did this. Seven and a half. This one is 7 plus the hinge, so 7.5. Sorry if you can't follow me. Please watch this till the end. I try to remind me what I have done there. So I will cut this piece 7.5. And now I have to make the hinge. How can I do this? This is 6 3/8. Maybe I can do this with my ruler. From this pointy end I will search the 3/8, and this will be here. And I do this on the other side. 6 3/8. Maybe there is an easier way to do this. Please let me know, and I will try this in the next pop-up. I will maybe do so. This is my mark where I have to do a fold line. How can I do this? I have here my 1/2 inch marked, so I will line this up at this 1/2 inch and make a fold line. And I will cut this right away 1/2 inch. So I do this with the other side also. On my 1/2 inch groove, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and I score and I cut. And I need a new blade. So, okay. This is this piece. This one from here to here is 4.5. So I will measure here 4.5. No, first I have to do my design papers for the 2 bottoms and for here before I can glue this on. Yes, I will do this. So back to our base, and I set 4.5 to the pointy end. 4.5 will be there. And this is a 1/2 inch. And this will be here. So I make a mark where my pointy end has to sit. This is here, and I make a mark on a 1/2 inch from here to here where this end has to sit, and I have to glue my hinge between these 2 points. How can I explain this better? I don't know. So here is my fold line. Here is my fold line. I do it in a white pencil. And here is the mark of my 1/2 inch. And here are the mark for my pointy end. And I line this 2 marks and this pointy end here up, and now I have to glue these hinge on here. Just a quick check. I can close this. Hopefully I don't mess up, because like I said, I have only one chance. 1/2 inch and the pointy end. I do this. So I will burnish this down. The other side is easy. I lay my hinge flat, put the glue on, and close the side. And this is what we have to cut off. Okay, and when I open this, ta-da! It works! I am happy! And this is how it looks like. Ah, I'm a little bit off. Ah. Okay, now we have to do these little pieces, these little strips, and I need 2 strips. This is 1.5, so 6 inches long and maybe, don't know, 1/2 inch wide. No, I have a 3/4, but this is not so necessary. I think I will make this a 1/2 inch wide and 6 inch long. Okay. My first 2 strips has to be a 1/2 inch fold lines, and I need 3 of these fold lines. One and a half, 3, and 4.5. One and a half, 3, and 4.5. The other one was a 1/2 inch. A 1/2 inch. Then I have to score 2.25, and then again a 1/2 inch, and this one has to be not the right, what did I wrong? Okay. We have to fold these fold lines in both directions so that this mechanism will work easy. And now I need my table, and my table will be in the middle. Just a quick check if I fold, yes. I'm looking for the middle from this pointy end to this end, and I do some marks on the ground where I will glue these two strips, and I have to make sure that these will be covered up, so not visible. And I try to do it in white. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. It was here and it was here. Now I can't see anything. I do some glue of one of these hinges on the end. There is my mark, and I try to do this mark in the middle of my strip, and I place my strip against this triangle, and I burnish this one down. And now this one has to sit like this, so we have to place some glue on the other hinge on the outside. And I close my side. And I burnish from the back side. And when I open this, hopefully it is perfect. And it is perfect. I do this exactly on the other side with this piece, the second one. On these two strips we will glue this table on. This is the first row. Don't know how to explain it better. So this sits in the first row, and we have Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and they will sit in the second row. And this is the place for Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is 1.5, this is a half. I will make 2 of these pieces in the measurement 1 inch, 3 1-inch, so we have 4-inch long strip, and I need 2. I will do this first and then I will explain what I will do with this. So what I want to do with these 2 little ones, I glue them inside next to these 2 strips like this, and then I will do yes, a strip. How can I explain this? Let me glue this on and maybe then it explains by itself. I need a spot where I can glue later on my butterflies, and later on here these leaves and these flying teapots. Now it looks like this. I'll try to turn this. Maybe you can see a little bit better. I think this is a good spot. So this is okay. Before I glue this on, I will make the butterflies. What do you think? I think it looks cute. Maybe I find another little cutout for here to cover up these hinge like I did with the snail. But first I will go to this side. From the 6x6 I cut out the cat on the tree, and this one I will glue flat here on my triangle. Now we need our different rows for these pop-ups, and I think Alice has to go, so I have to cut her off. Sorry for Alice. Okay, this one goes on the second row, this one on the third, and Alice will be on the front. Here. Okay, then I have to glue the short one on my mark. So I make another of these little strips, and the measurement was a ½ inch, an inch, a ½ inch, and an inch. And I glue this like the other with the smaller hinge first on the bottom and then the longer one, the 1 inch, on the side. And to cover up these hinges, I cut out a little bit of this brick wall. I glued this on some black cardstock so it is a little bit sturdier. And this is to cover up my hinges like this, and also to glue my leaves. First I will glue this bigger piece, and I do this glue on this hinge. And on top, Humpty Dumpty, he sits on this wall. Like this. And now I will glue this other piece. I put some glue on this hinge and here on these bricks a little bit. Give them a good press or a good burnish. Okay, and now I will place these things. Okay, I think I am finished. I think I have finished up this side, and hopefully everything closes easily and will. And this one is peeking a little bit off. This is not so nice, but maybe when I do the closure, or I cut this one off, but then I have an even number of leaves. So can I remove this, please? Yes. Okay, this is good. This is my pop-up. And how long does it take? I think I need 2 hours for these piece. 2 hours, at least 2 hours. But I think it came out really nice, and I can place here some photo spots for some smaller pictures. One here, and I will stop for now. And we have to decorate the 2 outsides, and then we can place this thing inside of our base. See you there. Bye bye.